Go.
Fucking stuttering! Fucking stuttering! Fucking stuttering!
Take me by the hand, take me by the hand, take me by the hand, take me by the hand. He, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. Me by the hand. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. What the fuck is he wearing? It's not Halloween. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man.
Fucking stuttering!
Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Oh my god, am I spending the hand? Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Oh my god, like that. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Hey darling, you can smile more. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. That's what we fucking do. Fuck off! Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cock. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yard, 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 yard. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yard, 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 yard. It's really ready to go. You're some Hollywood horse bitch. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, kitty fuck. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man,
Fucking stuttering!
ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, I'm gonna make quad your main balls. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, oh my god, like that. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, beat him into submission. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, yada 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 yada. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, you got me. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, so fucking crazy. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, fuck off. Fire, fire, big pants flyer. One of them. So that went well. Let's move on. She's like, it's so. Oh look, what a coincidence. God damn, I hate this day. I can't say the word tampon.
What are you doing?
Adjusting your breasts. You fainted and they shifted all out of whack. There.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
Hey, quick, let's do a quick. Hold on, wait, countdown. Let's do a quick. Let's do. Okay, there's enough of that. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Afternoon Tea with Az. I'm your host, as ever, Az from Heel vs. Babyface. Today we'll be spilling the tea, which is a, as ever, a latte macchiato on Picard. Season 2, episode 1, and a little bit of the Batman as well. Oh, but we also have the real BBC Super Chat Catch-Up, because this week was my week. And without being in any way, shape, or form, what's the word I'm looking for? We just expect, because it just doesn't happen. You guys just, you go above and beyond, and so I have to do a catch up. So thank you. Psych! I'm here to play Elden Ring, and you're all trapped. Quick, get the. Okay, no, okay, I can't do that. I can't do that. If you didn't see, by the way, last night, put in a little bit of a session on Elden Ring. 8 hours, over 8 hours on Elden Ring. It's the first time I'd managed to have a session on the game for 3 days. I'd played like 2 hours tops, maybe 3, 2 or 3 hours tops in the last few days, and so I was gagging for it. I was gagging for it, as we say here in the UK. It's my Witcher mug from Laid Art that she sent me. So let's just say a couple of hellos, shall we? Gamer Word, hello. No Face, hello. Liz Gatehouse, hello. Loyal Be Brief, hello. Sandy Q, how you doing, Sandy Q? I've just seen your email. Papa Gotta, how you doing? Honkler, how are you doing? Shannon Lambert, how you doing? Baron Rogakizna, boobs, how you doing? Durek Mathis, how you doing? Gary Nadeau, how you doing? Cisco Kid, how you doing? Albatrax 89, not to be confused with Albatrax 88, who, may I just say right now, is a bit of a poopy pants. Phil G, how you doing? John Long last name, how you doing? Batman Well, how you doing? Nearsighted Cyclops, how are you doing? Neil Fish, Chris Woods, Stephen Ransom, Cicino, how are you guys doing? Keely Chow, how you doing? Keaton Smith, how are you? Faye, how are you? Teddy, how are you? And SJ Almighty, how are you? Just a couple of hellos there. So, yeah, the Elden Ring progress is going very well. It's going very well. Last night, I was dicking around at the start, and then discovered a little... When I say secret, it's obviously not a secret, but it's just somewhere I hadn't discovered before. Opened up a whole new area. Knocking down bosses like they're going out of fashion. Oh, man. Then I went to bed at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Thinking, right, I gotta get as much sleep now in as possible for the afternoon tea. And then I was full of the Elden Ring, love. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. My brain was just Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring. That's all it was doing. And I eventually managed to start falling asleep around 8 a.m. It was 8 a.m. And I was like, if I sleep through to my alarm, I'm going to be able to get 5.5 hours sleep. And I fell asleep. And I woke up, repositioned myself in the bed, got comfortable, fell asleep. Woke up, looked at my watch clock, and it said 10:30 in the morning. And I was like, oh, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. Okay. So I should, if I close my eyes and fall asleep straight away now, I should be able to get 3 hours sleep in now. And I shit ye not, I closed my eyes and I instantly opened them up again. And it was 20 past 1, 10 minutes to my alarm. And I was like, ah! But hey, that's my problem, not your problem. So I wasn't gonna alter the stream time just so I could sleep more. Because if I altered the stream time, it'd be like 6 p.m. we're gonna stream today because I'm gonna sleep all afternoon. No. So I got up before the alarm went off. I got up before my alarm went off, and I had a poo. That's how I started the day. That is how I started the day. And then I got ready for the stream. So there you go. And it's a busy day today as well. Because at 8 p.m. UK time, myself, Quarter Black, Exotica, we're going to be back in the world of Dying Light, doing some parkour. What do you mean too much information? What? No. That story had a happy ending. What? I don't get it. So we got a Dying Light stream to get on with. At least 3 hours of zombie goodness. Hopefully this week we'll get inside a hospital and try and get ourselves some more injecty stuff. And then when that is over, when Gotham is ashes, then you have my permission to sleep. I will have a great night's sleep tonight. My friend wants me to go and see Batman again with him in the morning, and I've said, look, any other morning this week, fine. Monday, no. Can't do, because I am going to need a big old sleepy poo tonight. I dreamt about Elden Ring. I dreamt about Elden Ring. Well, the plan for Monday is when I go to bed. Hey Tom, how you doing? Good to see you, man. The plan is when I go to bed tonight, have a big old sleepy poo. You know, the kind of sleep that if who should we say? If well, I can't say Tifa because then that would just get stupid. If I can't think of any celebrity sexy ladies that I don't want to just stick a fucking gag around. Who let's say ScarJo. Here we go. ScarJo. Let's say I finish off the Dying Light stream tonight. I get into bed. There's a knock at the door. Go downstairs, answer the door. ScarJo stood there. It's chilly. And yet she's wearing this very clinging white dress. Oh. Oh. There's a slight breeze in the air. Oh, and Ming Na Wen, yeah. Oof, yeah. There's a slight breeze in the air. So the dress just captures every curve of her body. And she says, ass. I'm like, Scarlett, what are you doing here? And she says, I want you to make love to me. I want you to invite me into your house. I want you to take me. And I'd be like, ScarJo, fuck off! I'm trying to sleep! And slam the door in her face and go back to bed. Make sure that she's not knocking on the door again, because if she does, then I'm just calling the police. I'm just calling the frickin' police. That's it. It's going to be one of those sleeps. It's going to be one of those sleeps. Legit. When we speak, I'm going to go through my musings on Picard season 2, episode 1. And it was a very confusing episode, but confusing in a way that I know what they're doing, if you know what I mean. So yeah, what as you can't spare 38 seconds to sleep? No. Now, if ScarJo wants to turn up at about, I don't know, 5 p.m. Monday afternoon, when one is rested and full of the joys of morning glory, then maybe. Yeah, there's Liz, I mean, yeah, it's a trap. There's a trap. But we'll get into it. But first, I need to start off by going through some of the super chats from the real BBC. And then we'll go into some discussion, and then we'll finish off some supers here. As ever, I do say this is the super chat square up, so just sit back, relax. But chat does what chat wants, so I just know there's no fucking point. Have I seen Peacemaker? No, I don't intend to see Peacemaker, and I'll tell you why quickly. Number one, the adverts were garbage. The trailers for the show were garbage. Number two, I have seen clips of the show, and they tear down great heroes to try and elevate Peacemaker in his shitty show. And I've heard some people go, oh, it's only the first couple of episodes that woke, and after that, it's actually quite good. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck your show. I ain't watching some show where you rip on Batman and you rip on the Justice League and you rip on all of this just so your character can walk around and go, I did a swearsies, I said fuck. I did a swearsy and I shot you in the face, and this is more like an episode of The Boys than it is a superhero show. And so, oh look, Batman is right fucking pussy in here. Fuck off. Fuck off. When you've got 80 years of fucking history behind you, then you can open your mouth. But James Gunn can just eat a fucking dick. He really can. So I ain't got any interest in Peacemaker at all, apart from getting the hot toy. And then I can create my own stories in my head. Ripper came in last night. Young Ripper came in the stream last night. Told me to hydrate. Yes, sir, Mr. Ripper. Yes, sir. I will hydrate. Somebody said something which I was gonna respond to. John China. Yeah, hold on. Let's just do. Does John Cena still follow me on Twitter? Let's have a look. John China, let's have a look. Follows you. John Cena follows you. There you go. John China follows me on Twitter. Why? I don't know. I don't know. John, what are you doing? I know you followed 390,000. I know that's gone up 15,000 this week. I know that's gone up 15,000 people this week, but I'm one of them. Why? John, tell me. Do you want to talk toys, John? Huh? Do you want to talk toys? I bet it's something. I bet it's because I liked Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad. Something like that. Right, let's get into some super duperies from Tuesday. Andre CR with a 5,000 CRCs. Sounds like I should get checked by the doctor. My wife watches this stream with me and Friday Night Tights. She doesn't speak English, but it's funny seeing her laugh when you guys laugh. Oh. Also, as she hates you for decapitating Baby Yoda. It's just something she's going to have to... Hey, look. Laughter is infectious. Laughter is infectious. You don't have to understand what somebody's saying. About... Oh, wow. Let's say 12 years ago. It's probably a little bit more. Let's say... no, it's... wow. It's, let's say about 15 to 18 years ago. Yes, true story. I was going through a very difficult time in life. That's when I had been... I'd been diagnosed with a 50-50 chance of cancer. Yay! And then I had 2 hospitals arguing over the results. And so I ended up going to a 3rd hospital and 2 years of my life on testing until I got an all clear. An all clear, but you're gonna get it later in life. Okay. C'est la vie. And I was off, I was signed off for a long time. This is known information. This is not new information. So I don't talk about it much at all. But I was just going through a very, very difficult time, and I was living in a place that I didn't want to live in. And you kind of feel trapped and all this sort of business. And so I spent a lot of the time just watching YouTube. And I just came across this Japanese channel. And there were no subtitles, so I could not understand a fucking word of what was going on. And the main character was called... And this is the actual name of the character. Hard Gay. The character was called Hard Gay. And this was a Japanese character. And he would be dressed up in like PVC shorts, tight shorts, PVC like straps. A big like PVC cap with HG on it for Hard the Gayer. Because you could say every time they said his name, it was like Hard the Gayer. And he would just like go around the streets and just do stupid things. It was think of something like, if you're in the UK, think of something like Phone Jacker or something along those kind of lines, where he would just like try and help out, and there would always be gay connotations around it. But the guy who was doing it was actually, there was a little bit of a scandal in Japan because he was actually straight in real life, and so there was some criticisms later on that you know, he was stereotyping. But he's back. He's actually back playing hard gay again. I was watching Stardom a few weeks ago and he's back. Anyway, I don't know what this guy was saying. I didn't speak Japan. Now, some wonderful people have added subtitles to a lot of these episodes so you can understand what's going on. And just the situations that he was in and the physical humor that he was doing. I was in tears laughing at this guy. So funny. And that led me to another show where there was like a Japanese pop group that were taking the piss out of another Japanese pop group. But it's more of a homage than a piss take because, you know, they're not malicious in Japan. They're not malicious. And so, again, couldn't understand a word he said, but just the very nature of the show and then the reaction of the presenters based off what he was saying. Laughter is infectious. Laughter is infectious. I'm just going to... Jesus Christ, I've derailed the stream on the first super chat. Hold on. I'm going to put... Don't now then, folks. Don't do this on your Google engine. In YouTube, I'm going to put hard gay. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can get away with watching a little bit of hard gay. Okay, let's try this one. Okay. Let's try this one. By the way, I'm having massive problems with my YouTube account. Google are aware of this, but you know, we'll get to it. Okay, let's okay. Let's see if we can wrong button. Let's see if we can share this without getting copyright strike. If I do, I'll just, it's gonna be for under 6 hours, so I'll clip it out. So this is hard gay. See, I wasn't joking. Visits the Yahoo offices with English subtitles so you can actually understand what's going on as well.
Okay, good to go. そういうことなんですけどね。せいせいせい。苦笑いしてる場合じゃないですよ、あなた。だから嫌なんですよ。なぜ受付所を男にしてないのか、なぜメスなのか、本当に残念ですね。わかりました、もういいですよ。行かせてもらいます。すみませんでした。せいせいせい。せいせいせいせいせい。せい、どうも。何やってるんですか。コピーですか。コピーぐらいなら私がやりますよ。すみません、事故ですね、今のは。私に任せてください。すみませんね、事故起こさせてしまって。すみません、また事故ですか。見てください。素晴らしい仕上がりですね、これ。マッサージさせてもらいましょう。いやらしい気持ちでマッサージさせてください。十分です。専用のマッサージルームがあそこにありますので。専用ハードゲイ専用のマッサージルームですか。さあ、遠慮なく持ってきてくださいよ。さあ、ここに。He
also wrestled as this character, by the way. Oh my god, this is a Google meeting for fuck's sake, back in the day.
待ちしましたよ。いましたよ。見てください。結果風ですよ、結果風。これ。私ですね、ネットオークションで初代ハードゲーキャップを出したんですよ、オークションに。じゃあね、小3時間でこれ、28,500円出したんですよ。さあ、皆さん、何が起こるか想像できますか？さあ、これから予想を超えることが起こりますよ。オッケー。
せ
勝手に看板キャラクターになっちゃいましたよ。いやー、フー。いや
Oh, mercy! That is so... Oh, man. I just... Shut up! Why is... Oh, yeah, auto plays on because my YouTube is fucked at the moment. Like I said, YouTube now. It's all okay. But yeah, that's hard gay. And even though at the time I had no idea what he was saying, just that physical humor was so fucking funny, man. And that's like nearly 20 years old, that, folks. And as I said, I was watching only a few weeks ago. I decided to tune in to watch a bit of Stardom, which is Japanese female wrestling, which is really good. They're very good. And they were just doing this like special episode where they're on some sort of quiz show, and he was back. He was like comparing, presenting, whatever you want to call it, the games, and I was just like, holy shit. Damn, man. The internet used to be a wonderful place. A wonderful, wonderful place. But he was actually also a Japanese wrestler, and he would wrestle as hard gay. Oh, man. Hard gay's hilarious. My first time seeing reminds me of when I went undercover as a stripper. Good times. Wow. Well, okay. Alan Reese with a £5 says, love you guys. Where's the beautiful Nina? Who's your favorite Catwoman on TV or film? Mine is Eartha Kitt. Wow. She's a gorgeous lady. Nina was poorly sick this week, so she wasn't on the real BBC. Some people are just like, have they got rid of her already? I found, thank you, Mr. Krigler. Mr. Krigler, thank you. Yes, you found me on the internet. It can't be all good. I mean, bad. Fuck. Favorite Batwoman, Julie Newmar. Come on. Catwoman, Batwoman. Catwoman, Julie Newmar. I mean, whew. Jeez, man. She's still pretty fit now. She's like 70-something, 80-something now. She's still fit as, you know. Yeah, I used to have a bit of a thing for Julie Newmar. Julie Newmar. She was an episode of Columbo once. She got killed. It's gutted. Horace Dunn with a $2 says, tell Gary Twi'lek's lives matter too. Oh, Gary loves that. He loves that Twi'lek singer on the Galactic Cruise. Not so much. Not so much. Literature Devil with a $2 says, too bad for KK. Only older fans can afford the hotel. Wow. Are you saying that only older Star Wars fans who are massively dedicated to the franchise can pay $6,000 for less than 48 hours? Jeez, man. Just think of how, well, we did actually. We played that game, didn't we? We played that game last week. What, just think of all the geeky damage that I could do with $6,000. Sorry, I drew breath and tried to speak at the same time and nearly suffocated. Take a 610 with a $2 says, Ray can kill that Chewbacca. It's fine. Michelle Pfeiffer was, she was a great Catwoman. She was a great Catwoman. But, you know, Julie Newmar. Oh, jeez. Like, she's everything. She's everything. Judo Cricket with a $10 says, light speed's much faster in the Star Wars universe. You can cross the galaxy in just a few days. What do you mean? They never fucking leave Tatooine. Not decades like in Star Trek. Still too far to carry an infant in a glass dome unless it has a huge bladder. Yeah, when does Baby Yoda piss? And if you're chilling out in space in that little spaceship, how? Ah, Janet from another planet's here. Excellent. Folks. I've got to be careful because excuse me. There was a slight bit of damage in transit. It's okay. It's on a seam, so I can repair it. I can repair it easily. Don't panic. But Janet from another planet sent me a little something in the post. And it arrived during the week, and I've been waiting for this show to show it off. Look at this. Oh, look at that. See that corner came loose. It's okay. I'm going to put glue in that corner and get that tight. So it's all gravy, baby. But this is made out of rhinestones. Like a rhinestone baby face. Boo, boo. How good is that? And put it in a beautiful case. Absolutely beautiful case. If I got a fingerprint smudge on here. So, Janet, thank you so much indeed. That is gorgeous. So I'm going to find somewhere very special for this to go, because this is something very special. Look at that. Crazy good. Hold on. I'm going to grab it by the corner, the two corners, so it doesn't break away. There we go. And since we're showing something, I've got a 1 in 6 to show. I've got a 1 in 6. I've got a 1 in 6 to show you. And this, oh my. Oh my. What was that? Did you see what that was? Is it Black Joker? It's not Black Joker. I do use dark mode. The white that you saw was StreamYard, which doesn't have a dark mode. This monitor is the YouTube, and that does have dark mode. But there's a problem with YouTube accounts at the moment, and every time I log on to YouTube now, it just refers back to white mode and enables autoplay and all of this kind of stuff. But are you ready? Are you ready? It's not Naomi, but it is the Batman the Animated Series 1 in 6 Mr. Freeze. Look at this, boyo. Batman, your condition has left me rather cold. Look at this, man. A Mr. Freeze. And I haven't got it out of its box yet, but I got the 1 in 6 Batman from Batman the Animated Series. So got Mr. Freeze and Batman 1 in 6 from the animated series. So I think the only other 1 in 6 they made of that was Catwoman. But that is beautiful. I love Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze is one of my favorite villains, particularly from the animated series. He's so good in the animated series. Oh, excusez-moi. Sony Monkey 5 with a $5 says, hello, real BBC. Gary, I know you're not a weeb, but I think you would like Berserk because it's on the same level of originality as Lord of the Rings, only in manga. Everybody should get into Berserk. Night King 01 with a $5 says, my favorite part is that they have that device that can do anything, but they don't use it to save Picard. Guess they kind of forgot, like Game of Thrones did. They're referring to the, oh my goodness me, this first episode of Picard season 2 has retconned a bunch of stuff from the first season. Well, not retconned, but kind of like immediately, like 7 of 9 and Raffi. No, they're not. Then just like any good lesbian relationship, it was over in 5 minutes. So they're not together, thank God, because that was stupid. But like I said, I think there's going to be a bit of a bait and switch going on here. Raffi wasn't an alcoholic crack whore. And she was back as a commander in Starfleet. Reyes, instead of just being like a space bum, Juan Solo, he was now the captain of the new refit of the Stargazer. Soji was barely in the episode, thank God. Maybe she won't commit any genocide. Alison Pill's character, who I can't remember what the name is, they turned her into an alcoholic soccer mom who's quirky. Picard no longer wants to stick his penis in Data and is back being straight again, and thought about plugging his housemaid. You know the housemaid? I'd like a bang maid. I would love a bang maid. That episode of Only Sunny in Philadelphia, bang maids. That'd be great. Somebody you can just have in the house, you know, making your food, making your sandwiches, cleaning up after you, doing all the housework, and then you get to bang them at the end of the day. And then you get to bang them at night. It's great. Bang maids. Wonderful. And the other Romulan guy from season 1 who was at the chateau, he's dead. He's dead now. He died 1.5 years ago, according to the show. But yes, they retconned, not retconned, but they corrected stuff. However, here's where I think here's where I think some people call that a wife. Yes, I know. I call it a bang maid. Some people, though, oh, yeah, sorry. So, after the end of this episode, and I'm going to talk about this properly later. But at the end of this episode, they did this thing where it's just like, this season on Picard. And they showed all this stuff which is going to happen. Because at the end of the first episode, the time travel begins, where they go back in time to a totalitarian state. And then they've got to go back in time further to the 21st century. So I think they're going to they're going to put, you know, Seven and Raffi back together again. And oh yeah, there was some silly. Anyway, carry on. We'll talk about it later. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get into it all now. The Uber Geek with a £5 says, Batman 89, Az was 15, meaning born in 74, meaning you're old. Of course I'm old. Beautiful. I always call myself old. I'm an old man. I like being an old man. Keaton Smith with a, and it wasn't 15 in 89, just saying. Keaton Smith with a £1 super sticker with a smiley face. Soul Fiend with a £5 says, it's the Balrog that commits the genocides. Well, it put the lotion in the basket, didn't it? Game, what? Simp for Melanie Mac, like I do. Or Chrissy, simp for Chrissy. Simp for who I want. I simp for Tifa. Tifa! Tifa! Love you. That's my simp. Turned up to my house dressed as Tifa. Keaton Smith with a £5 says, would you guys ever consider making a Friday Night Tights Blu-ray box set with your favorite episodes of the show? Would love to have Friday Night Tights in my physical collection. That's you'd have to sell an exorbitant amount to kind of justify that sort of outlay. So I don't think so. I don't think it would be cost effective, I'm afraid, Keaton. Keaton Smith with a £1 super sticker of a smiley face again, though. Havoc 81 with a £2 saying, hey, yo. Hey, yo. Dread with a $2 says, bean mouths everywhere. No idea what that means. No idea what that means, but I am going to drink some water because I haven't been up for long, and turn the heater off. Gotta hydrate. You gotta hydrate. Hey, look how easy it was to mute the microphone before you coughed into it. It's really easy. Crazy Cat Guy with a $5 super sticker of a good job. Thank you, man. And Silly Rabbit Media. Nervous drink. What does nervous drinking mean? Somebody said this yesterday. Nervous drinking. Is it some retarded shit? I don't know. Now people think they're clever. Nervous drinking. Alcohol changes levels of serotonin and other neurotransmitters in the brain, which can worsen anxiety. In fact, you may feel more anxious after the alcohol wears off. Alcohol-induced anxiety can last for several hours or even for the entirety of the day. I don't drink. I don't barely drink. Whatever. Can't drink fucking water on the internet now with people getting fucking weird. Silly Rabbit Media with a $20 says, I find Crunchyroll is a racist name, especially for an American company that pushes American wannabe anime. Well, it's out of business, so yay. It's from Ripper's murder video. Ripper killed some egg-shaped murder. What? It's from Ripper's murder video. Ripper killed some egg-shaped dude. Well, he might have been nervous drinking. I don't know. Fucking, I don't know. Tree Fire with a $5 says, Gary bought the cheap one. It looks amazing. I don't know what that refers to. Kelly Johnson with a $2 says, Gary fears Warrior Gladriel and Az. Okay. Cerberus Let's Play with a £5 says, oh, wow. High Guardian Dykes. Wow. A woke American cartoon posing as anime. Only slightly more cringe than Netflix anime, which really isn't even anime either. Yeah, Funimation and Crunchyroll getting rolled into... so one of them is going out. Oh my God, he's drinking gin. Oh my God, he's drinking gin. Pablo Cabrera with 200 arses says Japan already did queer Harry Potter. It's called Little Witch Academia, and it has the same message as that cringe. The only difference is that they had better animation. Japan is not as based as people like to think. Japan's pretty fucking base, Pablo. Comparative to current stuff, yeah. And let's just be honest, you referenced one show. But you know, there's plenty of like gay characters and stuff like that in Japanese media. It's just that they don't use it as a crutch. They don't use it as the defining element of that character. It's just a part of that character. Whereas here in the West, it's their character is they're gay. Their character is they're black. Their character is they're a woman's. And so the characters are garbage because their defining characteristics are just superficial. William Foster with a $5 says, inspired by Nerdrotic's new studio, Board and Pack the Blue. Chris Topher with a $2 says, Ryan Kinnell is the male Karen. Change my mind. Hi, Wombo. Wombo being Mauler, of course. I don't think Ryan's a Karen. Well, I don't know. Maybe when it comes to fast food. Fuzzy with a $5 says, hi, Az, Gary, and Mauler. Oh, the humanity. Disney, Sony, and Warner will stop releasing movies in Russia. Whatever will they do? Oh, no. What did I see? Damn. I can't remember. Damn it. I can't remember. There was some company that just does like nothing. And they were like, we're going to stop selling our product in Russia. And it's, who are you? Why do Russia want your vibrators? It's weird. The Banshee with a $5 says, gentlemen, I'm off to work soon. I teach art after school to children. I just wanted to drop you a gabba gabba here before I go. Thank you, Banshee. Magnus Lord with a $2 says, thoughts on Batman's No Man's Land story arc? It was pretty good. It was pretty good for the most part. It introduced, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing now, but it introduced Harley Quinn to the continuity timeline. She had only been in Batman the Animated Series before then. So that's what introduced Harley Quinn. We got the Huntress Batgirl for a while, which was good. I enjoyed that. Lots of interesting stories with different villains running different parts of Gotham. Batman operating on low-level equipment for a good while. Yeah, No Man's Land was a goodie. It was a goodie. Found the nervous. Okay, let's see what this is. Let's see what this is about. All right. Okay. So this is the nervous drinking from Ripper. Let's see if I can understand now what's going on. What's going on? Let's see what's going on here.
Well, I see that anybody can sit up there and
that's that nervous drink, bro. Let's just talk.
Nah, it's called fucking hydration. It's called hydration, and by the looks of your out of shape fat ass, you probably need a little bit of that as well. Hey,
Get more bitches than you.
You can get as many bitches as you want, homie. I'm married. How old are you bragging about getting bitches? How old are you? Was you raised by a single mother? Yo, is your father in your life? Your father in your life? Is that why you brag about that shit?
About what?
Bragging about fucking bitches. How old are you? You probably older than me.
Did you just make a fat joke?
Me calling you fat is objective truth. You a fat motherfucker. Were you raised by a single mother? Is that why you brag about fucking bitches? Is that why you brag about fucking bitches? Is that why you? I'm married. There's nothing to brag about regarding bitches. Were you raised by a single mother? Were you raised by a single mother? Were you raised by a single mother? Have you ever had a positive male figure in your life? Is that why you lash out like that? Are you in the studio with a bunch of fucking men at 10:30 at night? I'm in a house with a hot woman. Well, apparently, this is my lovely wife, by the way. No, I was just arguing with some cat who.
I listened to the whole thing.
Oh, you listened to it?
Yeah, I was like, well, what a loser. I was in the chat.
Oh, yeah. He was. Yeah.
Okay, he's married, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Insulting me on my beard or bragging about getting bitches ain't gonna change. Yo, you fat. It's not even how can I call it a fat joke if I just say you fat, motherfucker? That's an objective truth. You fat. We got enough brothers dying from fucking diabetes and shit, man. Diabetes. You in California, you might get COVIDs, man. You got about 6-7 comorbidities, bro. Like, come on, fix that shit. That's why his fat ass bringing up PB&Js. Now, look, man, if you want to know what type of food I eat to keep this physique, just ask me, man. I'm 215 in this physique, right? Like, I'm 215 with this physique. This is, believe it or not, you see this flat? This is 215. Bro, I'm just an athletic specimen of a man built like a goddamn tank.
Young Ripper. Awesome stuff, man. I'm just gonna have to call the police though and report a murder. Excellent, good. So when somebody said nervous drink, and I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's hydrating. Perfect. That's exactly the same response as Ripper had. Awesome. Nice. There you go, you see. There you go. Now, I gotta get my fat ass to the gym. I gotta get my fat ass to the gym and eating properly. I don't know how tall Ripper is. I think it's about 5'9", 5'10", maybe. maybe. Ripper looks good. And yeah, Mrs. Ripper is very attractive. And yeah, what? Who? As a grown man says, I get bitches. I get my bitches. Okay. And that refined sugar, it's a killer, man. It's a killer. That was great. That was good. I like that. That was funny stuff. Well done. Eric July, he's a fucking legend. Right. Where did we get to? We got to a Polyme Minion. A Polyme's Minion with a $20 says, I hope you will get your Batman as Gary. I hope you received your wife's picture. Mauler, I received your plushie, but because they got the wrong address for Rags, I didn't get that plushie. I think Mauler spoke to her to get them to talk to the company, get that sorted out. Ripper is 3'8". Ripper is 4'11". Oh wow, you guys are harsh. Say that to his face, I dare you. Hyena Fur with a $5 says, "Hell, as Nerdrotic and Mauler Thank you for streaming a ray of sunshine in an altogether shitsy daisies. Oh no. Well, I hope you've had some good days since then, dude. Gino Lenzi with the $2 says, "Az, would you co-op with me in Elden Ping?" At the minute, I'm doing my single player playthrough, and when it comes to online co-oping, you know, I just gotta do it with my homies, man. I gotta do it with my homies. Ripper carries that 210 pounds great for only being 3'8". Wow, that rhymed as well. Mikote Matsiko with a $5 says, X-Arm is also a Crunchyroll original. Its 3D animation is so bad it makes Ruby look like a masterpiece. You would have a laugh at the trailer. Ugh, I don't need more cancer in my life. I have enough. Nova Slayer with a $50 says, "Hey guys, first time here. Wow. Just wanted to say thanks for the good content and the laugh and keeping me in touch, since I myself haven't watched TV in over 10 years. And no new movies, with a few here or there in the last 6 years." Wow. X-Arm is awful. Please don't watch that. No. Misa nuts are going to, sir. William Foster with a $5 says, "I bought Mauler's plushie and it's delightful. Due to inflation, I had to make Az out of an 80% peeled potato." Okay, I will now conduct the rest of the stream with no camera and a tear in my eye. Caligula with a 20 Canadian says, "You had to bring up Total Biscuit. Better days, guys. Better days." Yeah, they were good days, man. They were good days. Russian Bob with a $10, sorry, says, "Spider-Man was destroyed by Marvel editors and Dan Slott. Modern Marvel comics will never fix Spider-Man the way he should be, but I'll always have the back issues. Hail to the Fellowship." It's only a matter of time until it gets taken out of these fucking freaks' hands. It's only a matter of time. And maybe, just maybe, some repair work can be done. Big D with a 25 Canadian says, "Happy day. Gov employer dropped all mandates and get to avoid the jab. Thanks, fellas, for being part of what got me through this scrap." No problem, Big D. Hi, Ditzy. Nuclear Winter Gamer with a $5 says, "Hey there, chaps. Any new Peeping Tom comic covers? YouTube did notify me, so I showed a lot late." I don't think it was this week, but there's been some great ones. A Polyme Minion again with a $20 says, "Mauler, they refunded me due to them not having a return center. Gary, just beware that the frames might be broken." Earthworm Jim with a $50 says, "Hail the real BBC, Az, Gary, and Mauler. I was poor as a child and I could not afford comics in the 70s and the 80s. Instead, I would read my friends' comics. What can I do now to read those old comics without paying a king's ransom? Go to something like Comixology. Go to Comixology and you can get them digitally for less. There used to be a Marvel monthly fee where you could just pay a monthly fee and read what you wanted, but they got rid of that because they're not making any money, basically. Fibwas one with a 3 Australian says, send a tweet with a super cringe book description. Oh, well. Welcome to 90% of my Twitter timeline. Adrian Barea. Oh, of course, tonight is AEW's pay-per-view as well. With a $5 says, I'm going to see the Batman tonight in IMAX. I got one of the last seats in the bottom row. Eek. Hail all, Gary, once more. Howdy and welcome to Texas. Jillian N with a $2 says, fully become Zipper and Mags will teach you as. Oh, no. Just saying. Joel Reyes with a €2 says, do I hear Rockenstone? Andrew Graham with a £4.49 says, barring Judge Dredd, what 2000 AD characters would you like to see get a movie adaptation? None! If you're doing 2000 AD, just do Dredd. And then bring them into his film. I don't fucking want. I am sick and tired of extended fucking universes, multi-fucking verses. I'm sick and tired of them. I don't give a shit about what the fucking receptionist was doing in Wayne Manor or Wayne Industries and why we need a series about her. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. I don't need a series about an ancillary character that's got no fucking history. And so we get some goddamn awful fucking woke-ass rendition because they can make it for a modern audience. If you're going to do Gotham, Batman. If you're going to do Metropolis, Superman. If you're going to do New York in the Marvel Universe, Spidey. Fuck. Oh, look at where this extended universe has led us. It's led us to Batwoman. It's led us to Batgirl. All race changed, all lesbianed up, all trans best friended. These aren't fucking shows. These aren't TV shows. They're virtue signals. Fuck them. Seriously. In all their fuckholes. Crap. It's just crap. Peacemaker. Let's pull down all the big DC heroes that got this fucking twat onto the screen in the first place to try and elevate it. Go fuck yourself. WandaVision, Black Widow, The Eternals, Shang-Chi, Hawkeye. It's all shite. It's just all shit. With people so entrenched in the universe that they know, but they give it a pass because, oh, look, they mentioned Iron Man in episode 3. I like this show. Can I consume more, please? Holy shit. So the answer, Andrew, is I none. It's all garbage. It's all garbage which isn't created to entertain you. It's created to well, it's created as propaganda in an effort to try and get you to sway to their way of thinking, their way of talking. It's their way of trying to indoctrinate you into the cult of NPC, where logic has no place and common sense has no place. Just accept the doctrine and move on. Representation is good. Okay. Why? Oh, you are bigot. You do not like representation. You must be Hitler's best friend. Show me some evidence, some proof that race-changing, sexuality-changing characters makes them better. Show me proof. You can't, because none exists. None exists. But we need to have a wider range and scope of diversity for people to be able to relate. Well, no, you don't. And that doesn't mean that I don't believe in showing different faces, if that's what you call them, which to me sounds racist as fuck anyway. Different than what? You mean different than white? That's what you mean. Okay, gotcha. But they've got to be good. And you can't keep stealing existing characters and changing their ethnicities, their sexual orientations, and then claiming that you're a champion of diversity when you just took because it's all fake characters, of course. You just took a character's sexuality and changed it. You just took a character's race and then you changed it. That goes against what you're trying to preach. Well, it doesn't matter if we take this person's sexuality away. And it doesn't matter if we take this character's color away. And it doesn't matter if we take this character's gender away. But it matters to the characters that you're creating. That sounds massively hypocritical. No, you can't do it. It's not about respect, Grenzia. It's not. No, that's the lie. You fell for the lie. You fell for the trap. Make new characters. Don't co-opt old ones. These aren't even old ones. These are characters. A lot of these ones are characters which have very much prominent within the public eye. Jonathan Kent, Tim Drake, to name but a couple. In the movies, Batgirl. In the TV, Batwoman. No, it's not if you do it right with respect. It's never fucking respectful. You're shitting over the fucking history of the characters to push a political ideology. You don't even care about the characters. You don't care about the characters. You're only interested in pushing the ideology. And so you co-opt the character to fit the ideology, and then you put it out there, and then you go, oh, these racists and these bigots, they're not accepting our beautiful, diverse characters. They're not beautiful, diverse characters. They're characters that you have co-opted, have twisted, have perverted for an ideological reason. It's ideology. Why can't you make a new character? It's a lot of hard work. Why can't you make a new character? Well, then we'd have to actually flesh them out. They want to take a pre-existing character that's got history behind it, that's got support behind it, that's got characterization behind it, slap a fucking different color on it, and go, look, you like that? You've liked that for years. Now, why don't you like it? Because I've painted it a fucking different color. Because it's not the same character. Because you have ideologically changed it. Not because it's to the betterment of the character. It's because you want to say, this is our ideology. Get on board with our ideology. Well, I say, go fuck yourself. We're not stupid. But you treat us like stupid because you treat us like you. You treat us with the same mentality you have. Low fucking IQ. Superficial. Narcissistical. I can't see myself on screen, so I can't relate. How? You're a fucking human being. You're not a fucking color. You're a human being. You're not a sexual orientation. You're a human being. You're not a gender. How can you not relate to human beings? Doesn't make sense. Because it's a lie. The inclusion and diversity is a lie. If they were bringing out, and I'm talking about Marvel, DC, other TV studios, etc. You were bringing out new characters, and you wanted to push new characters. Then yeah, there'd be hard work put into that. You'd have to develop everything. You'd have to develop backstories, motivations, friends, family, antagonists, protagonists, motivations. But you're so fucking lazy, you just steal from the existing ones that have all that built in. And then you wonder, why no fan base? Why no fan base likey my changes? Why no fan base likey me makey the blackie or the gay or the transy? Because it's superficial. It's skin deep. It hasn't made them better. It hasn't made them more accessible. It hasn't saved anybody's lives. All that you see is a franchise, a loved character that's been beloved for 30, 40 years. Let's just take a medium character. Barbara Gordon. Let's just take Barbara Gordon. You take a character like Barbara Gordon, and most people that know Barbara Gordon, and I say, describe Barbara Gordon, you'll go, Commissioner Gordon's daughter, red hair, Batgirl, was shot in The Killing Joke, disabled in The Killing Joke, became Oracle for a while. So you have this idea, and then Warner Brothers come fucking walking along. Hey, you know that Barbara Gordon? Okay, yeah, Barbara Gordon, Commissioner Gordon's daughter, Batgirl, redhead, flirtatious, sometimes relationship with Dick Grayson, Oracle when was paralyzed. Oh yeah, we made her black and gave her a trans best friend. Come watch our movie. Why did you do that? Because people need to see themselves on screen. We're human beings. We see ourselves on screen every time we look at the screen. Oh, yeah. But black people need to see black people on screen. Right. Well, there are black people on screen. There's always been black people on screen. Okay. Yeah, but Not from our ideological stand. Yeah. Yeah. If you can only relate to something because of a superficial trait, then there's something wrong with you as a human. And the reason why franchises have been, when I say franchises, I hate that word, franchises, really. But the reason why franchises have been so popular for so long, Batman, 80 years, Superman, 80 years, Wonder Woman, 80 years, Lord of the Rings, obviously, going right back to 80, 90 years. Tons of others. I'm just using just a few. The reason why these have been so popular for so long and sold hundreds of millions is because these characters exhibit traits that everybody can relate to. Their struggles, their successes, their failures, their loves, their losses. Everybody can relate to that because those are human traits. They're not superficial traits. They're human traits. They're what build character. They're what build us. And when we're in our darkest hours and we can pick up a Superman comic and feel inspired, or if we're in our darkest hour and we pick up Tolkien and find ourselves transported to a completely different world and the escapism is real with characters who are trying to work together to defeat an evil. Very basic themes, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. Basic things because they're basic things that we can relate to as humans. Hey, these dwarves and these elves don't get on particularly well, but they're working together for this common goal. It's motivating. And so when you try and push inclusion and diversity, it's a lie because you're trying to push superficiality. You're trying to push narcissism. You are not pushing traits which as humans we should be aspiring to. And we shouldn't be aspiring to narcissism and selfishness and superficiality. Those are evil traits. They're bad traits. And these are the people who are writing the heroes. They have no empathy towards other people because it's all about themselves. Their superhero origins are more akin to supervillain origins because they don't know how to make a hero, because they don't know what's heroic, because they're narcissistical. You know, I do my Batwoman reviews. Those videos, 30 to 40 minutes. My Naomi videos that I do with Jane Theory are pretty much over an hour each. And this week it was nearly an hour and a half. And you're like, how can you just talk for an hour and a half about a 40-minute show? Because Naomi is a prime example of a character that has been written as a narcissistical cunt. A character that's been written where the whole fucking universe revolve around them. A character that has, within 6 episodes, flirted and offered to multiple different characters. A character that got back together with her ex-boyfriend because she chose him, and according to her best friend, he should just be lucky that he got chose and stop asking questions as to why they broke up in the first place. And spoke to another guy and said, just because I'm with this dude doesn't mean something might not happen with us in the future. This character and this show is some of the craziest, worst writing, storytelling, editing I have ever seen. And so there's so much to discuss, and that is your current day hero. This week, Naomi was hitting sticks together with a trainer. It was clunky. It was awkward. It didn't look like the actors had been choreographed much at all. Certainly hadn't been, by the looks of it, hadn't been training doing it. And then what do? After they just do this awful click, clack for a couple of seconds, what do? They immediately say afterwards, hey, if you carry on like this, you're going to be better than Superman. Bitch, you get that fucking name out your mouth. We live in the age of tell, don't show. And when they try and show, it's fucking pathetic. Her first lesson in training was bouncing a tennis ball. What did that prove? Dunno. What was her second lesson in training? Punching a punch bag, which she was punching so far away that she would break her fucking wrist in reality because she wasn't punching through the bag. Did anyone bother to actually do any research into punching? Nah. Yeah, you just do that. You just kind of do like that. That's what happened. Lazy. That's why your characters fail. That's why your characters fail. You can't be bothered to put in the proper work. And that's why Naomi's ratings are down by Batwomans after 6 episodes of season 1. Because people, normal, regular people, doesn't matter what walk of life you come from, doesn't matter what color you come from, what sexual orientation you are, what gender you are, it doesn't matter. Normal people see that and they go, this is dog shit. So to answer your question, Andrew, no, I would like to see Judge Dredd in a 2008. But we're living with underdeveloped adults making these underdeveloped adults who are children, mentally children, physically adults, who can't handle social interactions, who can't handle any contradictory or just contrary responses to what they do. People who can't handle any sort of hardship whatsoever. Mollycoddled, privileged, bubbled people. Infantilization, that's a great word there. They infantilize a lot of their characters, particularly women. If you see the majority of women writing women in comics today, they write them like a soap opera. They write them like Sex in the fucking City. I just don't like this business with fighting heroes. Punch, punch. Okay, it's over. Let's sit down, eat food, and talk about our fifis. Jesus. Vita Ayala. I wonder if every woman was a lesbian, a black lesbian. Let's rinse and repeat every comic. Let's take the James Bond comic and make it about a black lesbian. And their writing is childish. Shit. Joel Reyes with a €2 says, do I hear a rock and stone? I don't know. Sean McClure with a $2 says, season 8 was Game of Them Thrones. Literature Devil with a $2 says, reject modernity, embrace traditional storytelling. Well, yeah, because, I mean, I don't even know what, modern storytelling is ideology. It's not storytelling, it's ideology, it's propaganda. It's lies, it's co-opting. It's anti-heroic. But you say things like traditional storytelling, and you have morons nowadays going, oh, well, that's based in white supremacy. It's based in the patriarchal. I just don't fucking touch grass. Because nowadays, a lot of people have discovered that you can make a good living as a race baiting piece of shit. You can make a great living out of weaponizing your difference. And you've got all the protection of the mainstream media. You got all the protection of woke Hollywood behind you. And then anyone who speaks up, anyone who speaks out, wow, you know, look at that racist, look at that bigot, look at that white supremacist, look at that, this, that, and the other. Trying to use language to silence them. Trying to use gatekeeping language. It's wearing very thin because now these words have lost their meanings. Thanks to idiots. They've lost their meaning. According to these people, 95% of America's bloody white supremacist organization now. When there's probably about, realistically, like 30,000 legit white supremacists in America. Legit Nazis in America. Probably about 30,000. But now they live off everybody who disagrees with me is Hitler mentality. That's the mentality. You disagree with me? Oh my God, you must be like Hitler or something. Okay. Young Ripper's shoulder hair with a £2 says, the only thing that matters is it's pancake day in the UK. I didn't even have any pancakes, man. Sadness. Rangi with a $2 says, series before Dark Souls would be Armored Core. Yeah. JB with a $5 says, hey, lads, Nerdrotic. And a long hello to the long man. Live in MO. Not sure where MO is, but and yesterday the Freedom Convoy passed through my city. Honk honk. Honk honk. Nice. I want some pancakes now. I want pancakes. The Uber Geek with the £5 says Comic Gate posting their L's literally just posted their L's. I've only seen that account on Twitter a couple of times. Missouri, thank you. Nobody interacts with it hardly. It's clearly run by some fucking retard who doesn't understand what an L is. And yeah, it's always funny when an account tries to think they're clever by posting something in it. No. You just had some pancakes. Curse you! Where's Elden Ring? Right here. Right now, up there. Apollo 536 with a $10 says, tell my you don't know what a fascist is without telling me you don't know what a fascist is. I read that verbatim, so I'm kind of confused. I think it's well, tell me you don't know what a fascist is without telling me you don't know what a fascist is. That's probably what it meant. We're referencing something we were talking about. Oh yeah. What was it? Mauler was we're talking about these little ankle biters that make videos about us all, and which is a great waste of time. Let's just be honest, it's a great waste of time. And apparently, according to Mauler, one of these groups said we being myself and Gary, we're fascists. Can anyone explain how Gary and I are fascists? I mean, are you being controlled, chat? Has any of you been controlled? Are we forcing you? Hello, Exudegel. Please, if anyone can point out some fascistic behavior by Gary and I would greatly appreciate it. As if you shave, you look a little Mussolini-like. Okay, there you go. There you go. Case proof. Okay. Sorry, hold on. Somebody said something about a DSP rant. Yesterday was a great DSP rant. I saw a DSP video when I went to bed last night. And I think it was a Snort Burnell. It might have been Anleet. But shout out to all of them. Shout out to Super Crazy. Shout out to Meerkat Inc. Shout out to Shingo Fleur. Shout out to Hate Army Watch. And all the detractor community. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but DSP was blaming his chat for his playthrough of Elden Ring. He was blaming his chat for what he was doing in Elden Ring. It was their fault he was doing this. It was their fault that he was going to these places because his chat told him to do it, so he did it. Now, moments later, he then went into a rant about, I do what I want. How dare you tell me what to do in a game? I will do what I want. So he kind of contradicted himself. He does that on a regular basis. But for anyone here that has seen me play Elden Ring, You know the reaction that I have when people tell me to do stuff. I say, sometimes very sarcastically, I say, hey, if you want to play Elden Ring, you go play Elden Ring and you go play it the way that you want to go play it. I'll play it the way I want to fucking play it because it's my game. But according to DSP, he went to the castle too soon because his chat told him to. And even though he cleared out the castle because he's amazing, this is his kind of talk here. He had missed a lot of different areas because his chat said, "Oh, you didn't do this bit and you didn't do that bit," and so he literally was shouting at his audience, blaming them, and because sorry, he goes a little bit further because he was doing what they were telling him and he was blaming them for his playthrough. That was one of the reasons why the interaction was down in the an interaction for DSP basically means give me money. That was why the interactions was down and people weren't enjoying the streams. He was level 40. That was level 40. I'd beaten Godric at level 40. Aye. Storyteller Nylon with a $2 says, any wholesome / good dad stories? None that spring to mind. Emery Calame with a $5 says, Number Wang. Billy McSasquatch with a £1.50 hot dog. Sci-Fi Life for the $2 says, have you seen the sci-fi story of Dr. Yaz? Oh, have you seen the sci-fi story of Doc Yaz happened? No. Don't want to know. And the final super chat from the real BBC, Jens Anderson with a 20 Swedish says, last one. So that is the catch-up from the real BBC on Tuesday. Now I've got to go past the Elden Ring super chats. My God. Jeez, people. Ridiculously generous. Wow. Still going. I think there's a couple of days worth, though. Still going. Scrolling up. Oh, yeah. Because I need to refresh for today. Derp. But I should have today's all here. Okay, so I'm now set up on today's supers, which I'll get to in a little bit. Let's have a talk. Let's have a wee talk. Nice. I need tea for the afternoon tea. Get some tea. Exotic girl. X-Ray Girls, same time. This 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Central. No. Eastern. Wait. 2 p.m. Central. Yes. 2 p.m. Central. There you go. And yeah, we will be getting our zombie on. Right. Picard season 2 episode 1. So there was actually some good stuff in this. But wait. But as I said, I'm pretty sure that it's all a ruse leading into what the true story is. Because it actually starts off feeling like a much more like Star Trek than anything that we've seen in the modern TV stuff, which includes renaming a file, which includes Discovery, obviously. And I was a little bit nervous at the start of it because it starts off in a very sort of pew pew kind of a way. Then it goes back to 48 hours earlier, which I hate that sort of thing, but okay. But for that 48 hours in Star Trek life, it actually felt like I was watching a little bit of Star Trek. Again, I think it's a trap. I will tell you why in a bit. Picard's on his vineyard, chilling out. The Irish Romulan from season 1 is liking her a bit of an 80-year-old man. Well, he's 97 in this, but he's 80 in reality. The other house guard, the guy, he's dead. He died a year and a half ago, apparently, in the show. They don't say how. But he died. So he gone now. So she tries to get into Picard's knickknacks, but Picard's just like, I can't do it, because I'm Picard. Then we have this really bizarre section where Picard's dressed like a Victorian child. Okay, let's just say fashion comes around, okay? But he's dressed up like a Victorian child. She must be a gold digger. I ain't saying she's messing with no broke Admiral of Starfleet. And he has these flashbacks to his mum being a victim of domestic violence. Oh, you're 97 years old in the show. Get over it, man. Fucking hell. And but she says one thing. She says, "Look up." Because apparently his motivation for going into Starfleet was now to run away from his parents' abusive relationship with each other. I rolled my eyes at this bit rather substantially. By the way, that Borg woman at the beginning of the episode who took control of the ship, she said, "Look up to Picard," which is what his mum said. How did the Borg know that? Maybe they got it from Picard when they assimilated him back in the day. Maybe his mum is that Borg. Don't ask, people. Just don't ask. Please, dear God, don't ask. So anyway, we get some nice, after that, we get some nice, I liked the little character bits with him and his house, his bang maid. Jean-Luc, you could have had a bang maid. Hey, bitch, make me a sandwich, and then let's have some human Romulan sexy time. That's how it could have gone down. You missed out, dude. So there's like little nice bits of characterization. It was nice just to see characters talking as opposed to shooting things and blowing stuff up, shouting at each other and trying to kill one another. So it was just nice to see characters actually conversing for once. He goes to Starfleet Academy. He's in his Admiral's outfit because he's now an Admiral again. But he's now leaving, becoming an Admiral. I don't know. Put it this way. All the characters are back in Starfleet. I say all the characters. Picard's an Admiral again. Raffi is a commander again. Reyes is now a captain of the Stargazer, as I mentioned earlier. So they're all back in Starfleet. And Elron, is it Elron? Has the absolutely useless weirdo from season 1. He's now joined Starfleet as the first fully Vulcan member. Sorry, Romulan. The first fully Romulan member. And earlier, Picard did this little weird conversation with well, later on, sorry, he has this weird conversation with Elron later where he says, here's a book. This is Spock's book. And Spock wrote it because he was having a difficult time in Starfleet, being one of the very first Vulcans to actually apply to Starfleet. And I said to myself, that doesn't sound right. I mean, I don't know lore-wise, but that doesn't sound right. Between the creation of the United Federation of Planets, which Vulcan was one of the 5 founding members, why would it take hundreds of years for Vulcans to go into Starfleet? The fact that the Vulcans were so instrumental in the human development, you would think logically, because we're talking Vulcans here, you would think logically that they would put quite a few Vulcans to Starfleet. So this Spock was one of the very first Vulcans in Starfleet. It doesn't sound right. Oh, we'll get on to Guinan. Fucking hell. So, but Picard gives a relatively decent speech. It's not, it's not next gen level at all. 7 of 9 is no longer eating Raffi's minge. And she's now in control of Reyes's old ship. And some people try and board it, and she kicks their ass. And she's got one of Reyes's holograms. And the hologram kind of flirts with her, and she's just like, I don't need no man. Soji is on a planet talking absolute horseshit. This is very brief. Thank God. And that's it for her. Now, I want to talk about what I liked. I know I said I like some of this, and I haven't been particularly flattering. I tell you what I liked. When they got onto the Stargazer, Reyes is a very charismatic captain. So Reyes was actually a really good fit as captain. And the crew, this is going to scare some of you, okay? The crew seemed very likable. They, in the briefest of times that I saw the Stargazer crew, they were more likable than any character on Discovery. There was a chain of command. There was respect. It looked like a starship. They functioned like Starfleet officers. It's crazy. There was a communication woman who was part Bajoran, I think. I liked her. There was an Asian lieutenant, I think. I liked him. He came across as all right. The communications officer, she came across as fine. And they actually sounded When they responded to the captain, they spoke to him like a captain. They didn't come up to him and start fucking crying and asking for a struggle session in the conference room. I would love to be stuck in the what's it called? The filter room, whatever, with T'Pol. Love to go on an away mission and get put in that rub that blue gel all over me, woman. Make me a sandwich. So Reyes came across as a legitimate captain, and I liked that. He came across as a legitimate captain. You could see how he could command people, and you could see how his crew interacted with him, and I legitimately, genuinely liked that. I was like, this actually feels like Star Trek. And what was even funnier was when Alison Pill's character comes onto the ship, her character is so out of place because she's now a drunk soccer mom, an alcoholic soccer mom. She was so out of place, acting all kind of quirky and stupid on the ship, while all the officers were kind of like, Captain. So I was just like, So anyway, there's a tear in space time, and there's a bunch of something which doesn't make sense again. There's a tear in space time, and a message is coming through, and this message is being transmitted in multiple languages, and it's the same message, and they filter it, and the message is help us, Picard. And I thought, if this is a message for Picard and a Starfleet starship turns up, why didn't he just transmit it in English? Why were there hundreds and thousands of different languages that you? Well, okay. Okay, well, whatever. Picard goes to see Guinan. Guinan's now fat and old and anti-Semitic. Oh, sorry, that's Whoopi Goldberg. Do beg your pardon. Yeah, Picard's just like, I brought you some wine, and I couldn't get it up. This Vulcan lass wanted a bit of my cock, and I couldn't get it up. And I don't want to. I ran to space because my parents had an abusive relationship. Feel sorry for me. I'm 97 years old. By the way, I'm also dead and a robot. Picard then takes a commission to go back into space because they tell him that there's an anomaly in space which is asking for him. When he goes onto the Stargazer with Seven of Nine's waiting for him. When he goes onto the Stargazer, the crew have respect for him. And so when he walks past him, they push themselves up against the side, pump the chests out. And I was just like, I'm actually watching a little bit of Star Trek. Just a little. Just a little. Because they're going to take it all away from me very soon. And it was just nice to have that. It was nice, not just because it was nice to feel like a little bit of Star Trek, even if it's a tinsy-wincy bit. But it was nice because I thought to myself, look what happens if they actually tried to make Star Trek Star Trek. They could do it. Which then made me sad because it makes me realize that they don't want to do Star Trek as Star Trek because agenda and everybody got raped as a child because everyone's got to have a terrible backstory of woe and loss. Nobody can be normal. See that great? Well, I'll show you a great video in a minute by Major Grimm. He's killing it right now. That's because Discovery's so bad, though. So Picard tells 7 of 9 that because, of course, he used to be the captain of the Stargazer, not this Stargazer, this is a refit Stargazer, but because he used to be the captain of the Stargazer, there's even more history with him. There's something even more special. And the Starfleet ships looked like Starfleet ships. They are looking more like Starfleet ships again. Why was it so difficult before? Is the ship dead and a robot too? Yes. He comes on the bridge. Reyes says, Admiral on the bridge. Everyone pumps up. And they stay pumped up until Picard says, please, at ease. Go back, you know. And I was just like, God, just these little moments. I'm cherishing these little moments. These little moments that feel like Star Trek. Here, I'm just gonna show you this this image. Oh no, wait, here we go. Just going to show you this image from the bridge. Reyes is captain. We've got a navigation officer on the right. We've got a helmsman on the left as we're looking at it. You can see the officers behind. The communication woman is over that way, I believe. To the left, and it actually just starts to look a little bit like it's got 4 nacelles as the Stargazer. Stargazer's got 4 nacelles. So it just starting to slide. I know this is probably the Discovery set just repurposed, but it just starting to look a little bit like a Star Fleet bridge again. They realize that it's the Borg that are communicating with Picard. When Picard says, I'm here, a Borg ship, not a Borg cube. A completely different and new Borg ship. I know it's a trick. We'll get onto it. Don't worry. We'll get onto why I think it's all a trap. The Borg ship comes through. They say, we want to join Starfleet. We want to join Are they detachable? Fucking hell. Boobs. The Borg want to join Starfleet. And everyone's like, this is crazy. This is fucking nuts. The Borg, they just assimilate and consume. They don't join Starfleet. So anyway, this female Borg says, I need to start negotiations. I need to now. Beams away through the shield. She's probably Picard's mum. She starts to assimilate the ship. And then when everyone shoots at her, she starts shooting back. However, she's not killing them. She is stunning them. So she's stunning all of them. So this is a Borg who is not killing. They're stunning. Whatever. So Picard calls for the auto-destruct because the Borg has gained 75%, 80% of the of access to Starfleet, whatever that means. And the ship blows up. But before it blows up, the Borg woman says to Picard, "Look up," which is what his mum said to him when he was a child. So the ship explodes, and then Picard wakes up back in his chateau. He's back in his chateau, and he's in the same clothes that he was in before, but his Starfleet insignia badge is now different. Looks different. And then he walks around his house. He asks for his bang maid. His bang maid's not there. It's one of those androids from last season. The ones that they used to use on Mars. Even though in A Measure of a Man, they realized that they couldn't create a species of Data and enslave them because that would be slavery. But they did it anyway because last season was really fucking retarded. Then Picard walks around his house and he starts to see some different imagery. I'll show you this picky poo-poo. So Picard sees this picture of him on the wall, and he's sort of in the Kirk-esque Starfleet outfit, but it's all black. Why gotta be black? And behind him, there's like ruins and destruction and volcanoes and okay. So sort of mirror universe-esque. And then Q appears. Q appears as a young, well, how we knew Q to look like. And then Q says to Picard, I see that you've got quite a few years on me. I will change myself to look more appropriate to you. So then we can get modern day John DeLance. So he turns into this, and then he says, "Mon capitaine," because that's what Picard says, of course. But that's what Q says, of course. And then he says, "What did I say to you the last time we met? I said, the trial never ends. And here we are. You're in a totalitarian world." Okay, whatever. And that's where it pretty much ends. Then, this is why I feel everything is a trap. And I shouldn't be excited for anything going forward, because it then has this segment saying, "This season on Picard." And Picard is now in this totalitarian world. And then I think they got to travel back in time again or something to modern day LA or some shit. I don't know. But suddenly all the characters were like as they were in season 1, you know? And we got Reyes and Raffi and Soji and Seven and Elron, whatever. And they're all, and it just felt, oh no, we're just going to get a repeat of season 1 now. Seven's going to lick Raffi's minge, probably. They're just going to act stupid. There's going to be people just going to kill each other every 2 days. Yeah, 2024. Yeah. Something happens in 2024. Do you know what it is? Probably the American election. Trump refuses to give up power. Trump refuses to give up power. Trump says, "Oh no, I'm gonna do a 3rd term." No, please, no, Trump. Let us be, please, Trump, no. Because you know, they thought Trump was going to go all the way through. Hey, Bell riots were 2022, I think. I think the Bell riots were 2022. I could be wrong. Could check that. Could check that. But I think the Bell riots were 2022. This year. This year. And yeah, and so we just saw a bunch of generic shit. We just saw a bunch of generic shit where the show, you know, the show was just what the show is, which is pile of poopy pants. So I'm not looking forward to episode 2. And I did enjoy, at least I did enjoy a couple of moments that felt like Star Trek, but most of the episode was, you know, was modern day Star Trek. Well. Right. Let's get through some let's go through some super duperies from today. Keaton Smith with a £1 super sticker. Thank you, Keaton. Jake Skywalker with a $2 says, I like the Batman more than the Spider-Man. Hey, fine. Fine, no problem. If that's what you like, that's what you liked. Shaggy Rogers political ramblings with a $2 says, had to go back and watch the Ocean Man video. It is pretty good. Let's just be honest. It is pretty damn good. Arcasul with a $1 fiddy. Hot dog. Saint Adam has been a Stormtrooper member for 3 months. Thank you, Saint Adam. And Midnight's Edge After Dark with a $2 says, miss you so much. Thank you, Tom. Laid out with 100 checks says, I've been super chatting so much. My bank thought my card got stolen. Fukum, here's something for you. Hey, look after yourself first, Laid-out. Numero uno, look after yourself first. Please, please, please. Do not over super chat. Do not over super chat. You guys have been you've been just amazing to support the stuff that we do. So please do not over super chat. Make sure you are looked after and you're okay. I got a super chat through PayPal from Sandy Q with a £20 super chat bypassing Mama Susan. She says, enjoy some tea and cakes on me. Wishing you a good Sunday. All the best, Sandy Q. Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate you. Thank you. Very generous, super duper. Jens Anderson with a 20 Swedish says, oh, as just 30 minutes in and I'm already crying with laughter. I just got to do what I got to do. In Star Trek, World War III starts in 2026. What, really? Wow. No, the Bell riots did occur in 2024, not 2022. They took place in San Francisco, September 2024. I just needed to confirm. Cloud 61592 with a $2 says, as make anime great again. Bring back awesome anime. Justin Norris with a $2 says, oh my God, it's drinking gin. Love you, Az. Thank you, Justin. Yeah, I mean, This is water. This is DSP drinking gin. Okay. Wayward Culture with the $2 says, morning, bro. It's 9 a.m. here in Texas. How are you? I'm good. How about you? Well, it says we start at 2 p.m. It's now 4:15. Blue-eyed Roof Korean the Based with a $2 says, corporations will be silent when China takes Taiwan. 100%. 100%. And they'll say, hey, China, can we do business with you? Can we do business with you, please? Please. Let me go try and find something. Okay, let me go. Okay. Major Grin is a great channel. I implore you to go watch his stuff. I want to show you this. And I'm going to link the link in the description box. Please go check out his channel and drop him a subscription. He 100% deserves this. This is how Star Trek, I think, are purposely pretending they don't know their history. This is just a 2-minute video, but watch this. Watch this.
We are going where no one has gone before. This is your first season as captain.
That's right.
She's the boss.
That's right.
She's the boss.
That's right.
And not only is Sonequa the captain on Star Trek Discovery tonight on Paramount Plus, but she's the first black female one ever in the franchise.
What? Whoa, 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 what? Whoa, 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 what? She's the first ever black female captain in Star Trek? No, 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 no.
Yellow alert. Shields out. Hell, reduce closing speed. Emergency thrusters.
Not as fast, Captain.
Come in, please.
And Captain Scott said you made captain faster than anyone in Starfleet history, present company included. You that good?
Yes, I am.
Starfleet's finest.
Well, Captain Scott, good.
The one thing both races share is a love of theater. It's a perfect match. You're the brains, you're the brawn. What is it you propose, Captain?
What is her rank?
She's an admiral.
She outranks you?
Yes.
We have a lot of new faces on board, including a chief engineer who juices up the nacelles every chance she gets. I think she's the best technician in the fleet.
Have you met her yet?
Look at all these, by the way, look at all these non-black female captains in Star Trek throughout the years.
Met who?
Captain Yates.
Parche, don't be an idiot. Go get an anti-grav sled before you hurt yourself.
Facts are racist, says Sandra. I know.
Well, I wish I could, but it's unstable biomatter. Oh, damn. That sounds like the inertia more. I better go see what's going on.
I'll give you a hand.
I can take care of it.
Of course.
And not only is Sonequa the captain on Star Trek Discovery tonight on Paramount Plus, but she's the first black female one ever in the franchise.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps not, indeed. This is the level. This is the level. I am absolutely right. Okay, this is unfortunately where the fun time just gets a little serious for a second. I am absolutely positive that they know what they're saying is a lie, but because they're not looking to attract Star Trek fans, They're looking to attract woke activists to share the message with them that the truth is irrelevant to them. The truth of the matter is irrelevant. No. How can we have a victim narrative if there's been black female captains since, what, 86? At least 86? No. We can't have that. We can't have the fact that the fleet admiral, it was a black woman. We can't have that. We can't have Captain Scott, the captain that went through Starfleet, the quickest of any person in Starfleet history. No. We can't have a victim narrative if we have these details. So we're gonna lie. And Shaniqua, you are the first female black captain in Star Trek's history now. Because truth doesn't matter. Truth does not matter anymore. When it doesn't conform to the narrative, truth doesn't matter. The link's just slightly further up. I think I can. Boobies. There you go. Drop it in again. There you go. Now then, there's another. there's some really good stuff on his channel here. I'm just trying to think of a good one. Let's just grab a good one here. Oh, okay, that one's weird. That's funny, but that's good. Here, let's watch this one. Let's watch this one. Because I love seeing Will Wheaton look like a fucking moron. Oh, look at Soyface!
Okay. What species was first known for using subspace weapons in the Star Trek universe? And the answer is C, the Sanaa.
Sorry? The Sanaa? Sorry? Which species is the Sanaa? You mean the sonar? Will, do you mean the sonar? Who's this sonar you speak of? Sonar?
The Sona are known to have produced mass quantities of the narcotic Ketracel white.
Divert them to the Sona outpost on Davos 2. We need their help to protect the new Ketracel White facility.
Can't the Sona protect it?
The Sanaa were a nomadic offshoot of the Baku seen in Star Trek Insurrection. When the Sanaa attacked the Enterprise in the film, they used isolytic blasts, which caused a subspace tear to form.
Sona command.
The Sona ship with Admiral Doherty aboard it to call for Sona reinforcements in case you fail.
By a Sona weapon.
But the Sona report claims that they didn't fire until after he malfunctioned.
And the sonar. The Sona hostages declined to be examined.
Don't release the Sona officers till I've talked to Ada Ruafo.
Or the Sona wish to move to Baku. The Sona have developed we can handle the Sona.
And the Sona can establish a separate colony.
The release of the Sona officers.
I'm showing 2 Sona ships on.
I intend to shove it down the Sona's throat.
The Sona and the Baku are the same race. Bitterness is done to the Sona.
The Sona crew would like to negotiate a ceasefire.
C, the Sanaa. The Sanaa were a nomadic offshoot of the Baku seen in Star Trek Insurrection. When the Sanaa attacked the Enterprise in the film...
Shut up, Wesley!
Okay.
Shut up, Wesley! You had one job, Will. And you do it terribly. Terribly. Okay, let's go through some more super duperies. Roland A. Ramirez with a $5 says, "What's your opinion on Legend of Korra? If you watched it, I like the show. As I remember, she gets beat for being too brash and learns her lessons a lot." Now, I never saw The Last Airbender, Avatar, whatever you want to call it. But I saw Legend of Korra, I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that. And I enjoyed it, but when I say but, well, there's no but for me. I enjoyed it at the time for what it was. But apparently Avatar fans hate it. They hate Legend of Korra. So I don't know how that fits in because I'd never seen Avatar, so I don't know. I just watched it based off it and it alone, and no backstory, history, or whatever. But it was weird though. She just, she just turns gay in the end. I was slightly confused. I was like, okay, okay, that's how that one goes. Das Boot with a £5 says, I'd pay to watch Mikey Burnham and co in a prime TOS episode getting slapped for 45 minutes. I would not. They would just cry. That's all they would do. They would just cry. Literature Devil with a $2 says, the foundation of heroism is sacrifice. True story. Most heroes have, have sacrificed or lost something, which has made them become what they are. They give up love. They give up life to push their heroic goals. It is a heroic thing, but you could just have black skin and then everything be okay now. Andrew Matthews with a £10 says, the most powerful TV last year was Squid Game episode 6. It was only Koreans and one Pakistan character. We all still loved it, and there was diverse characters. Well, there wasn't really diverse characters in it. It was 99.9% Korean with Ali, the Pakistani with the Indian name. And I think so. Never mind. And he was the only character that wasn't Korean. And Squid Game is I think was best show of last year. But I told you, inclusion and diversity is a lie. It's good writing is the truth. And with good writing, you can have whatever you want, but you got to have the good writing. But there's a ton of great Korean shows out at the moment. And these are, for the My Name. I'm pretty sure My Name is like 100% Korean cast. Hellbound. Pretty much. I can't think of anyone who wasn't Korean in Hellbound. Alice in Borderland. I can't remember anyone else being anything but Japanese. And these are great, great shows. These are great shows. Now, that doesn't mean to say that there's anything wrong with having different characters. But the whole fact that we need to have inclusion and diversity, that's bullshit. We need to have good writing. And then once you got the good writing, then position your cast. But yeah, that episode 6, holy shit, man. Whew. Max Relax has been a Stormtrooper member for 10 months. Thank you, Max Relax. Pirate Queen with a $5 says, I found some Yorkshire tea and I had to get some tea with Ayers. I like it a lot. Michael Salo with a 7 Canadian says, as I had to shed a tear on Thursday. Potentially our last time reviewing Batwoman together. However, I remembered we still have Naomi. Thank you. I am so hoping Batwoman gets cancelled now. I don't think I don't think I can handle a fourth season. Even though, what was it? Season 1 was 20 episodes. Season 2 was 18 episodes. Season 3 was 13 episodes. So even though the number of episodes is getting lower and lower, I don't know. I don't know if I could handle, if it does get renewed. Hopefully it will be for half a season and that'll be it. And then that will definitely be it. But I think it can only be renewed through incompetence, and what I mean by that is by other shows doing so bad / potentially even worse than Batwoman that it just gets renewed by default because they need content. But as you may be aware, or you may not be aware, some of the writing team from Batwoman is going to be the writing team for Gotham Knights, which is the spin-off show that they're making based on the upcoming video game that's being written by a fucking far-left crazy ideologue. So I'm sure that both the game and the TV show would be amazing. Yeah, Gotham Knights is a show which is set after Batman dies. Batman dies. And the 4 characters are Damian Wayne, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Red Hood. Batman's dead. Okay. Show's off. There you go. Judo Cricket with a $20 super chat. Thank you. Says, damn it, Elden Ring. I've lost over 10k runes falling off ledges in this castle. Where are the guardrails? This game is too hard. Whee! Oh, hi, Az. Oh, hi. I've lost a lot of runes, but through just dying and not getting my shit back, but if you saw yesterday's stream, holy shit. I got myself to a zone and I have been accumulating runes by just killing the shit that exists. And I think I'm up to level 67 now. I think I went up like 20 levels yesterday or some shit. It's crazy. I had a really good stint yesterday. I knocked down bosses, man. I knocked down bosses. I was I was knocking them down. Felipe Abrigo with a 2,500 Chilean potatoes says, hi, Az. Is it worth spending 40 minutes of my life watching the episode of Picard? Are there any nice starship shots? There is. I think if I can actually find it for you, there is one shot where you can see that they actually have different classes of ship again. Instead of that awful thing that we got in season 1 with the copy and paste with a copy and paste ship. Okay, that's not that. That's the Stargazer. Here's a back view of the Stargazer before I continue. There's the Stargazer with its 4 nacelles. You can see the red impulse engines, the docking bay, bridge at the top. So that's the Stargazer refit. Now let's see if we can get a fleet shot. Fleet shot, please. Fleet shot? No. There. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Found it. Okay. Found it. So here's a fleet shot. There we go. There's a fleet shot. So it looks like there is a Galaxy class at the top in the middle, just slightly off right. It looks like that could be a Galaxy class there. It's a Nebulous class, a couple of them. It's better than season 1. It's better than season 1. That's yeah, that looks like a similar to Voyager on towards the left. In season 1, every ship was identical, so it's not great, I know, but it's better than season 1. That's a compliment. What? I won't show that. It's quite antagonistic. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted with social media. Okay. Trucker Rob with a $1.50 hot dog. And Chris Nimitz with a 9 Polish. I saw the Batman just now. Awesome film. 8.9 out of 10. Nice. Drowning Clown with a $10 says, how dare Gary criticize the singing of somebody who topped the UK charts? The cheek. I know. Should have called him out on that. In all fairness, I should have said, Gary, have you had an iTunes hit? Hey? The camera's a little bit. Have you had an iTunes hit? I know somebody that has. This guy. This guy right here. Judas Goat Barbecue with a $15 says, Patrick Stewart was interviewed a few years ago And his dad had PTSD from the war and was abusive to him and his mum. Coincidence? I saw a little bit of that. He was abusive to his mum, but Patrick Stewart said that he didn't hit him. He never hit Patrick Stewart. And he said there would be situations where it looked like his dad was going to hit his mum, and he did hit his mum and throw things at his mum. But if he was there, he would physically move in between. And he said, even when I did that, which was putting myself in harm's way, he said his father would not hit him. But yeah, Patrick Stewart came from a physically abusive parental background. Andrew Matthews with a £2 says, I meant diverse types of people, young, old, etc. I can't remember the first. I can't remember the other super chat. Sorry, Andrew. Moo Butt with a $2 says, do I order the standard gold or biscuit tea? Well, if you've got a couple of extra bob, you gotta get the Yorkshire Gold. Oh man. Yorkshire Gold is the way. Yorkshire Gold is the way. Absolutely delicious stuff. Right, let's have a quick little chitty-chatty about the Bitmin. So if you haven't seen, I have a spoiler-free review of the Bitmen up on my channel. I'm not going to give spoilers here, but I will say that there were some good bits. There were some not so good bits. The story, they kind of missed. They didn't stick the landing on the story. The performances were really good. Patterson was good. Zoe Kravitz was good. Jeffrey Wright was good. Colin Farrell's the Penguin was great. So there were good performances, but yeah, it was too long. It was just way too long for the story they were trying to tell. There wasn't enough story to fit the runtime. So there was just a lot of busy doing nothing. Sure, you could call it artistic at times. Sure, you could call it building this or building that. But ultimately, there were, for about the last hour or so, I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know how we're really going to fit too much more story into this. And surprise, surprise, it didn't really. And the whole, it seemed, we said on Friday Night Tights, it was like there were 2 third acts. And the second third act was a complete, to me, just a no. It looked nice. Like I said, some beautiful shots. The music score is fantastic. They underutilized some characters, which they should have utilized way more. And yeah, it was a funny old film. It's now that I've seen it and it's been a couple of days and I've been able to process it. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10 on my review. After kind of assimilating the information a bit further, I would say it's more a 7 out of 10 to a 7.5 out of 10. a massive change, but I liked some of the ideas in there, but when it was just dragging and dragging, you lost yourself a bit, you know? You just find yourself sort of kind of getting knocked out of the movie because it was just, we've kind of seen this bit before, why is this bit taking a bit too long? And you could have used that time to push a lot more of the story and go in the direction, because they hint at going at a very specific direction and then they don't at all. And then when we get this second, third act, it's just like, oh. So if I was to Peter W, by the way, with a $1.50 hot dog. If I was to rank this personally in my favorite Batman movies, my favorite Batman movie, Batman Returns. Then it would be Dark Knight. Then it would be Batman. Then it would be Batman Begins. Then it would be The Batman. Then it would be Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, then Batman and Robin. Oh, sorry. Dark Knight Rises would be thing is, right, Dark Knight Rises has got some amazing sequences, but it's got a terrible story. I would currently place it above Dark Knight Rises. So it'd be the Batman, then the Dark Knight Rises, then Batman Forever, then Batman and Robin. No, it's not worse than Batman Forever. It's ahead of Batman Forever. I'm talking from the top down. Batman Returns is amazing. Amazing. Danny DeVito as the Batman. So yeah, when you kind of put it like that, from a personal level, when I put it like that, to me, there's a lot better, and I'm not even bringing Batman and Robin. I'm not even bringing Batman versus Superman into this. I'm not even bringing Batman versus Superman into this as Batman films. I probably should, but Batman Returns is the bestest ever, I know. But when you put it into that context, and you realize, I realize how many Batman movies I think are better, then yeah, you do realize that this is probably going to lose its potency over time, maybe quicker. I'd be interested to see what the second week box office of this is. That would be the interesting one to me. Because I don't know, I just got a sneaky feeling that the legs of this film are going to fall out pretty quick. Love the outfit, love the costumes. I thought the Batman costume was great. It was really good. Mask of the Phantasm, it's an animated movie, so I'm not counting it. But Mask of the Phantasm is awesome. I would probably rather watch Mask of the Phantasm than the Batman again, because it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I was I've already ordered the hot toy because the hot toy looks great, because the costume does look great. It's a great looking Batman costume. So yeah, I've ordered the that and the bat signal to go in it too. I'm not one to turn down a good looking toy, you know, folks. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, it wasn't as good as I hoped it would be. It did have some great little bits here and there. it's certainly overindulged in places, and it was way too long. And the film is so lucky that the performances were good. Because if the performances weren't good, I think this could have slipped into being a bit of a disaster of a movie. So the performances really elevated this. And I thought there was going to be something extra in this story that we hadn't seen in the trailers, but oopsies. There you go. Right. I think we're going to call it there for this session, folks. Mainly because I need to get myself awake for this evening, and also to get some food inside of me, because I am Hank Marvin. But I am going to be back tonight, 8 p.m. UK time, which is midday Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, and 3 p.m. Eastern. There's no Elden Ring today. I'm going to be back playing Dying Light 2 with Quarter Black Garrett and Exeter Girl. So yeah, I want to go. I need to get like a power nap. I need to get like an hour and a half power nap. Big time, folks. Big time. I can feel that I'm running on fumes, and I don't want to run on energy drinks and sugar. So I'm going to try and get like an hour and a half power nap for tonight. Set my alarm for 7 p.m. Maybe 6:30 p.m. Get an hour and a half in. That'd be all right. It's a huge thank you to everyone who stopped by for afternoon tea with us. Massive thank you to my mods. I saw Purple Valkyrie there. Thank you, Purple Valkyrie, for stopping by. Huge thank you to everyone who hit the super chat button and the membership button, supported the channel. I appreciate you so much. And also big thank you to everyone who super chatted on the Real BBC that allowed me to do the catch up today. Again, I really genuinely can't thank you guys and gals enough. And I will be back literally in 3 hours. 3 hours from now. So you take care. Bye for now.